How's it going, you guys? It's me once again, Danny, and today I suddenly had a great idea and we're gonna do it because it's gonna be creative and I like doing creative stuff. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna design a RPG game character, but the twist is I'll get the computer to generate a username and a character class as my inspiration, and the rest would just be imagination from there. So grab your creativity and let's do this. Okay, first things first, let's get our username going. Click. L Phantom. That's a cool one. Sounds kind of beta though. Okay, now for the exciting part, we'll get a class going. One class. Great Outlaw. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Okay. L Phantom, the Great Outlaw. Not great, but Grey Outlaw. Phantom and Grey. I see a theme going there. I'm excited for this one. Let's get right into it. So I came up with 3 preparatory sketches for this original character that I'm about to create. So the first one, I kind of went with the Phantom in the name Al Phantom and just kind of made a skeleton cowboy kind of guy, also a criminal, but I thought that was overly generic. So the second character I went with Alpha, which Alpha Wolf, so kind of made it like a werewolf type of character, but that's also very generic. So what do you do when you have 2 generic characters that are different from each other? You combine them to form a ungeneric character. So my third character is a phantom werewolf cowboy outlaw kind of thing, and I added the mask because Phantom of the Opera. And then yeah, so there we go, original character. I liked it, so I went with it. So this is the rough phase where I already have the rough draft, but I just need to make another rough draft for me to ink. So in this phase, I draw the character with more detail and a more interesting pose. So pretty much what he is a cowboy, but he is also from his eyes, and his ears, he's kind of like a werewolf type of person, but he's also a phantom, so that's why he looks like he's kind of flaming off, but that's just him being phantom. And he's got a wolf on his shoulder, he's got the alpha symbol on his hat to really emphasize the alpha aspect in his name, and the phantom aspect's already taken care of. And since he is a gray outlaw, that's another reason why I picked the wolf, because some wolves are gray. So I really need to bring out the outlaw aspect, which is him being a cowboy. While some cowboys are not outlaws. Actually, I don't know much about cowboys, so those of you who know about cowboys, chew me on in the comment section, whatever. Anyways, he's an outlaw, he's got a gun, and he's got bombs strapped to the side. So yeah, pretty outlawy if you ask me. Now we get into the inking phase. This phase only starts after I've done a refined pencil line of the character, actually made sure that all the details are filled in. That's when I start inking, because I have confidence that the ink will turn out okay and I won't have any regret. However, this particular ink job I'm not super proud of for some reason, but after I fill in with color, it'll look just fine, so don't worry about it. Coloring phase has begun. So there you go. I'm using gray because he's a gray outlaw and he is also a wolf phantom. So I kind of want to make it so that he's a misty phantom. It'll like kind of like a mist. You know what I mean? Like a mist ghost. And then he has a mask that kind of resembles the mask of like Phantom of the Opera. I looked it up and that mask showed up, so I was like, hey, that looks cool. Why not incorporate it into my character? Wearing a cowboy hat with the alpha symbol on it to show the alpha aspect of his username. Don't forget, this is not like a character from a story. This is a video game character. So whoever named this guy Al Phantom must be a very it's be honest. Let's be honest. It's a pretty bad name. So we got the bullet straps and a bunch of other belts and stuff with the knives on it. Like, you know, God knows what he has behind his back. He's got all sorts of weapons because he's an outlaw. He's got everything to defend himself with, to rob banks with. You know, creating an original character, the props are very important because if you get the way they dress right, that will convey what kind of occupation they do and the kind of character they are. In this case, it's an outlaw, so you gotta add the weapons and everything that's illegal. And I decided that he has a phantom orb because, you know, RPG characters always have some magical powers. And we got those like bombs, which outlaws gotta have because they blow up banks, right? Gotta get the money. And he's got a pretty sick gun. I had to add these details to give the gun a little more personality. Don't want it just to be a random gun that he's holding. And you can notice that the gun has two barrels, because at first I thought the barrel was in the bottom, and then I realized, holy cow, why would the barrel be in the bottom? So I added an extra one, and the bottom one just became like a flashlight, let's say. He's got his wolfy friend on his left shoulder. Not sure how he killed the wolf. Not sure if he felt bad when he killed one of his own kind, but he has it and it makes him look cool. So let's not question it any further. Now for the cape, I thought about making it black, but I realized, I don't know, I just didn't want to do it. So I decided to make it gray, but if I make it completely, the whole thing gray, then it would just look really plain. So I added a few patches and repairs that he made to his cape on there to add a little bit of different color variation. But still, I think it turned out way too gray for his characters. So I'm not too happy about that. He looks a little bit monotonous. So that's why I added a little bit of rim highlight to it, just to add a little more color variation. Finally, we add his health bar and his username, also his level and his class. So I decided, instead of me holding a picture in front of a camera and talking like an idiot, why don't I just film myself talking and then put it next to a still image of the picture so you guys can see it more clearly. Wouldn't that be smart, Danny? Well, I became smart today. So there we go, folks. We got El Phantom, the Great Outlaw. I like his design. I like how he turned out, but the color I am not overly happy with because I think the gray is way too prominent in this particular case. As I said earlier, a little bit of color variation would have helped, but it is what it is. We'll work on that later because in this channel, we grow together. Am I right? So, hope you guys enjoyed this character creating process. What could I worked on? What I did well? What could I change on? Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like, and if you want, you can click on that subscribe button. Not telling you you have to, but you know, it'd be nice if you do. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.